Hi everyone, my name is James. Thank you for joining me on my mission where I am on a journey to help and find everyone's moment in their life that is just perfect. We are going to meet amazing people, share intimate stories, and help those in need. Today, I get the pleasure to introduce you to a beautiful soul, a wonderful friend, Melissa.
From the first time I saw you, I knew you'd be mine. And from the first glance you gave, my world had slowed, you stopped the time. And in that moment I could see all of the things that we would be.
The moment in my life that was just perfect was when my family went on a 5-day vacation to California. We visited Legoland for about 3 or 4 days and we had a blast. But the moment that was just perfect for me was going to the beach afterwards with friends and seeing my kids running through the waves and collecting seaweed and building sandcastles and just having fun, and they were able to see the ocean for the very first time. I absolutely love the ocean, and sometimes at night when it's really hard for me to fall asleep from the insomnia with Lyme disease, or if the pain is just too intense, I love listening to the ocean waves on one of my radio stations on my phone. And it is a time that I always pull back to, and my kids also always talk about it to this day, and it has been 3 years since we've gone on a family vacation. Most of it this last year has been something that's been a big goal of ours, and I hope to see it possible again someday because it just really is my just perfect moment. When you're first bit, the tick is in its smallest form, in the nymph form, is about the size of a poppy seed. And people won't know that they're bit because it numbs the skin and then it sticks on you for a while. It takes 12 to 24 hours for it to actually pull what it needs out of you, and then it puts back what it doesn't want, and in doing that you get the bacteria that is Lyme disease in you. This is my husband. Hello. Brian Severance. My oldest daughter is Emma. Hi. My firstborn son, Elijah. And over here is Scott. Say hi. And then is our little Gracie.
Talking about the difficulties of Lyme disease, I said that Missy was an extremely vibrant, energetic young woman, and that's who I married, right? This exciting, she's always trying to get me up out of a funk to go do something. She's always the one that wants to do the activities and things. And when she got sick about last October, it was just pain in her ear, something simple. We didn't think it was anything dramatic, but it just kept coming and persisting, and she kept going to doctor after doctor, and she kept getting more tired. And then Lyme disease kind of takes over after a time, where she can't do much of anything. There's good and bad days, but mostly bad. They're usually, her being unable to even get out of bed for hours upon hours during the day. And it's tough to see somebody that you love stuck in bed when you know how much they love to go out and do things, how much they love just to get out. She doesn't want to spend money, she just wants to get out and spend time with her family and make memories. So it's really difficult to sit back as a husband. Our job is to fix things. It's to go around and make sure things are working, make sure people have what they need. And you can't do that. You can't fix it. I can't get in there and change what's hurting my wife. And that's one of the difficulty things when it comes to just being a husband or being a father when somebody's really ill in your family. Is I was doing pretty well. We were doing our own business, and I was out consulting and traveling. And we can't do that anymore. I can't travel. So financially, you get into that situation where it's not about just getting the wants for your kids or your wife or even yourself. It's literally about getting the needs. And it just digs into your soul as a father to know that you can't, just buy uniforms for your kids for school or even school supplies. That you can't help your wife the way you need to. Mine was this morning when I woke up next to her and she was still there. Because it's something simple, but I live every day wondering if my wife's gonna be there the next. Because there's so many complications and there's so many things that could happen. And I don't think I could live like that for a while. I couldn't live without her I just couldn't do it. So she never sees me cry when we're talking about Lyme disease. I tend to hide behind this facade of humor and being jovial, because maybe I think that's what I have to do. I gotta be strong for my wife, I've gotta be strong for the kids and all those things. But it's tough. Love you too, sweetie. It's been great to see her go through some treatments, because I keep telling her this and I don't know if she's recognized it yet, that she's more like the woman that I remember. I keep saying, there's my wife again. She's coming back. She doesn't have the foggy brain. She's quirky and funny at the same time. All of these things, the treatment helps. And it's making a difference.
Thank you for sharing this moment with us and learning a little bit more about Melissa and her family. If you can donate, please find Melissa's GoFundMe link in the description box below. Any amount will help, even if it's just $5. All revenue generated from this video will be donated to Melissa's GoFundMe. Please take an extra second and share this video to help create more awareness about Lyme disease and the millions of other families that are also affected.